Ukraine's military chief says that 75 missiles have been fired today during the wave of attacks, adding that 41 of those were neutralized by air defenses. At least 5 people have been killed in the strikes, while dozens others have been injured. The claimed Russian attack started this morning in the capital city of Kyiv at near 8 a.m. local time. The mayor of the city says that critical infrastructure has been hit in the missile attack, while visuals of a playground of being targeted emerge from the scene. Apart from Kyiv, the attacks have also taken place in the city of Lviv, Dnipro, Ternopil and Zaporizhia. The governor of Zaporizhia has said that 7 missiles have hit the city. Visuals coming in from the region showed the charred building, clouds of smoke coming out as emergency services work to contain the fires at many places, while power is out for a part of Lviv after the missiles targeted critical infrastructure. The operation of the city's thermal power stations has been temporarily suspended. Back to the streets, posting a selfie-style video, President Volodymyr Zelensky called Russian as terrorists.
Українці, українки, ранок важкий, маємо справу з терористами.
We are dealing with terrorists. Dozens of missiles, Iranian Shahed drones. They have 2 targets, the energy facilities throughout the country. Kyiv region, Khmelnytsky region, Lviv, Dnipro, Vinnytsia, Frankiv region, Zaporizhia, Sumy region, Kharkiv region, Zhytomyr region, Kirovohrad region, the south of the country. They want panic and chaos. They want to destroy our energy system.
This after he put out a message on Telegram saying Russia wants to wipe Ukraine off the face of the earth. Western leaders from Canada to the EU have condemned the latest missile strikes and called it Russia's relentless attacks. Beijing, meanwhile, has called for de-escalation in Ukraine. The wave of attacks comes 2 days after the only bridge linking Russia with the occupied Crimea was damaged in a blast. Russian President Putin has termed the attack on Crimea's Kerch Bridge as an act of terror. Putin has also said that due to a meeting of his Security Council later today to discuss the explosion on the Crimean bridge. Now, for more on this, we were earlier joined by Lieutenant Colonel Glenn Grant from Riga in Latvia. He is a defense expert. Listen in.
Yes, it did. I mean, actually, the timing was deliberate because it was just as people were going to work. So one of the missiles actually hit one of the major junctions, crossings in there, and hit a lot of cars. So I know that I've heard that there are quite a few people killed there, and you know there are still burning cars in the area. Another one actually hit the park, which is in front of the main university, and a lot of people cross this at that time of the morning. So I should be very surprised if there aren't more deaths from that. But actually, I mean, they targeted the children's playground, and there are always children in there early morning with parents on the way taking them to kindergarten and things like this. So I mean, this is a deliberate and extremely nasty attack. I mean, there can be no excuses for something like this because there is no single military activity in that area at all, and never has been, and probably never will be. It's very difficult to say that because we know that Putin is running out of missiles because he can't get the chips to make any more, and actually, even if he could make any more, he can only make them quite slowly. So this last night, the figure they said was 47 missiles fired across Ukraine, and that's a lot of missiles to fire, and he certainly can't do that for more than a few days before he'd have to rethink carefully about what he's doing with them. But I mean, this appears to be just a terror attack again to try and persuade Ukrainians to give up and to come to the negotiating table. But in fact, all it's doing is making them more angry. A lot of my friends this morning are just saying, you know, that they've gone too far now, Russia, for anybody in Ukraine to think about giving up or going to the negotiating table at all.
WION, now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.